Hi my loves! Finally I can share my travel album for 2018. On Instagram I asked if you would like to see a chatty version or a short version, and you guys answered with a chatty version, but I'm also sharing the short version, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, this is what the spine looks like. I used the Studio Calico 6x12 2.5 inch, I believe, and I really love this album. And as you can see, it's quite full and chunky and a juicy piece of memorabilia. I documented our 5 trips we made. We like to travel, we travel a lot, and we are fortunate enough to be able to travel. So yeah, I really love documenting those things. I don't document in detail in my Project Life album because that would be way too much, and I'm already using 2 albums, so I want to document that separately. In the past I used mini albums I created myself or TNs or something, but this is like the go-to thing. I believe this will last a long time and will last over years and last over a couple of people looking through, and I'm not sure how that will be working out in my other albums I created. And also I wanted to keep like all the vacations in one album, and if you ever made a mini album, you know you don't have a lot of space and they get really chunky and they get really heavy. So yeah, so we have 5 vacations starting from the last to the first in that year. I'm not sure why I did that order. I believe mainly because I really liked this photo and wanted to put it on top, so maybe that was the reason why. I used Ellie Edwards, I used Felicity Jane, Studio Calico, and bits and pieces from my stash. I'm trying to remember going through the album, but if you want to know anything specific, let me know and I'll try to find out. So to separate those vacations, I used the tabs that I got from, not Studio Calico, Ellie Edwards, and then in those pages I used acetate, vellum, or whatever that I wanted to use to separate those vacations. So on the back side, I did something fun. I shared that on Instagram, and a lot of you liked those. So I used those small tabs and included itty bitty tiny pictures in those, because when you look in, or when you're in the middle of the album and you want to flip back to a certain vacation, you can see, okay, this was the Seychelles or whatever. So let's have a look at the album. Here I used some Felicity Jane alphas. I like using those large pictures. I usually ordered them online in, what was it? Kaufe. I'm not sure if that's anything familiar to you, but I really like the quality. But now I got a bigger printer and I'm able to print those on my own, so I'm not sure if I will order those in the future or I'll continue just ordering them because they're quite pricey, but I just love the look of this. In our for Maldives, no, sorry, Seychelles vacation, I gathered a lot of things that I wanted to include. So I have a map, I documented the hotel we were at, then like the voucher we got and bits and pieces of the travel. And then also in this part of the album I separated with the transparencies because I wanted to separate different days or different activities we took. So yeah, what I like to do is include like the flight tickets so I can remember when we were there. Unfortunately, there are no really tickets anymore and you only have like the things you print out, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, then I used chipboard, I used stamps, and I used a couple of stickers. Not made anything fancy or too over embellished. I wanted to concentrate on the pictures and just the storytelling. And as you can see, it still looks really nice. I tried to pull together the colors that were in the pictures or try to not make it too wild or too, how you say, too busy. And I really love just using the black stamp or the black ink on white paper and then use it as a sticker or embellishment. And I love how this looks. I'm totally fan of black and white, and then all the journaling I did, and I really wanted to remember everything that happened. One thing I wanted to mention is that I don't really go day per day. I try to mix and match whenever pictures fit together. So these were different occasions at the beach or at the pool. But when I print out the photos, I quite mix them and then look whatever goes together perfect. Also, one thing I like to do is using a Sharpie on those photos, just as a border, or writing some small things. And for my journaling, I usually use the Muji pen. I really like this one. Perfect thickness, doesn't smear. Really love how this goes on paper. Yeah, nice. I really love this vacation. This was one of the best vacations we had so far. I was a little bit afraid of traveling so far with Mila, but she did really great. And since the time difference wasn't that big, it was not too bad or not too big of a deal. And we had so much fun. She was a totally sand and beach and water lover, and even makes me go to the pool and to the beach more, because I'm not really a fan of sand and getting dirty. But yeah, when you have a small kid, what's the choice of not getting dirty? Not really an option. Yeah, and then just documented our environment. We took her a small itty bitty pool to the beach, so she was able to always play in the water when she wanted to. And then I cut down a specific size. My pictures that I used, or I had what did I have? A Samsung camera, and they had like not sure what that format was, but they were a little bit longer. So I just cut a 6x8 to the size I needed. Use some stickers from crepe paper, and here I separated this because this was a fishing trip my husband wanted to take. He loves the water and he loves to fish, so I had to include some pictures of that. We took a snorkeling trip, and then we were at a lagoon, and Mila just loved the clear water. We also went into the lagoon, but I wouldn't have gone in there if I knew which kind of animals were living in there. So the fishermen that took us there threw in some like fish pieces, and there were snakes coming in, like big fish and everything, and I was totally freaked out. And we actually went in there like neck deep. Oh my god. Yeah. Then I really love cutting those pictures in the 3x3 pockets, and I don't mind cutting through faces or through our bodies. I just love how this looks. It makes it look like a little bit like a mosaic kind of layout. I really love that. Yeah, then here's some fishing documenting that actually happened before we visited the lagoon, but it fit better together here because I wanted to document the 4x6 photo. So I don't really mind if the order is not the correct order of time. And then just adding in small bits and pieces that I really wanted to remember. Then sometimes I use stickers on top and underneath depending on how thick they are and how much space I have. But here, for example, I really wanted to include this here, and then I wouldn't have made it fit. At least I would have maybe go a little bit closer to the Explorer, and I just didn't want it on that position, so I glued it outside. Then I cut apart of some pieces, and I just used those as decorative elements, and then did a little bit journaling. Then pool days, these can be, I'm not sure if these were from one day. I don't believe so, or I don't think so. And just try to pull together pool day pictures. Again, here outside. Then we went on a trip around the island, and we visited what is this, rum manufactory. Although they don't really grow sugar plants, so that was quite funny. Then we were at the tea spot from the Queen. She visited the Seychelles, not sure, maybe 40 years ago or something like that, but we visited her spot, and I just loved how the view was and everything, and I really enjoyed these clear stickers. I hope Allie comes back with some of those. Then here, as you can see, some more land pictures. I just loved being in the Seychelles. It was so beautiful. And then just bits and pieces that I had in my stash. It's a good way to use up stuff you don't fit in your daily project life, or cards that are just single and you don't get them in one layout with other cards. So this is a nice size to be able to do that. And then we have just documenting us at the beach, and then another separator. And just I think those were random pictures. So we had a walk at the beach at night. Then sushi. I love sushi. In the hotel there were 5 restaurants and they were all not that good, but the sushi place and the teppanyaki were fabulous, so I had to document that. We had a floating breakfast. So these are just like occasional things, pictures from the first day, the last day, whatever. Just made it work and then put everything together. Or breakfast. I'm not sure. Whenever. Yeah, just small memories I wanted to include here, but don't have the need to feel putting those in chronological order. Yeah, I really love how this looks, and I don't mind cutting through faces, just as I said at the beginning. I love how this looks, like the mosaic kind of. And then just my feelings from that vacation. Then the way I work in these albums is put in the pictures, add cards, do my journaling, then add stickers, and then build up from there. Yeah, and then that's like a resume for our vacation, flying back. And then just bits and pieces that I wanted to take. I took some money, some tickets, and some more photos. So then we have the second vacation that I believe was in September. We went to Italy. My mom came along, and Marianne's dad and his stepmom came a couple days later. Here I used up some more alphabet stickers. As you can see, I cut those to fit what I needed. Again, using stamps and doodling. When we actually were in Italy, this is Bardolino, there was a wine fest and we were really lucky, so we had some wines. We went on a lot of walks. I love including checklists to just document everything we did. Yeah, then let me see. I love taking portraits from time to time. Again, the pictures aren't in order. This was like pool time, this was outside pool time. We were really lucky with the weather actually, because normally it's not that warm that you can actually swim or lay outside all the time, but almost every day we're at the pool outside and just enjoying the warm water. And Mila loves water, as you can see. And even Morgan was with us. He was a good doggy and we were allowed to take him to the pool. There weren't that many people in the hotel because, just as I said, normally around that time it's not too warm and people would rather go hiking and stuff. So yeah, we had almost a pool for ourselves. What I really like is that you can include those 3x4 cards in your stash just by cutting those top and bottom pieces off. And then as you can see, isn't this crazy? So here's summer pictures, and then here we have some fall pictures because it actually was fall. Then, of course, I love to document our food. I'm a food, wine, and travel lover. And if you're interested in seeing more what my life is about, I have a private Instagram account. You can follow along and see just what we do, how Mila grows up and stuff. So I would link that somewhere if you're interested. And some more pool pictures. And then Mila is like a big adventure person. She just goes, she tastes everything, she walks, she climbs, she does everything. So just took some pictures from her in different occasions. And then of course we had to do some wine tastings. We visited 2 wineries. We were at Ugolini and looked at the production and how everything is made. As you can see, Mila is such a cutie. Some more stamps. I just love the stamp ones. Let me see. I mainly used a travel stamp set I had. So, I'm not sure. This was one from the Seychelles. And then I have a food stamp set that I used. And this one, I'm not sure, had some more, but not sure which the other one was. I'm not sure which this one was. So I have another one, and I even ordered another set of travel stamps. This is something I have great use out of. This is so beautiful. I loved sitting there. I could have sat there the whole day. I love this picture of my hubby and me. And then again, I love those cut apart pictures. And then the focus is on the pictures, and then from time to time I just add like cards and stamps. And then of course food. Oh my gosh, this was so good. I love lobster. Yeah, another winery that was Ceni. We always pick up a lot of wine there. I'm not sure how you would call that in English, but we always have guests and friends and family over, so wine is something that goes quickly. Yeah, then some more restaurant pictures, some more food pictures. Oh my god, look at those pictures. Aren't those gorgeous? And then I used the stamp set from Ellie Edwards. I tried to find those stamp sets. If you're interested, I would link them down below. So, and then this was the day we went back. We had to stop because we didn't want to drive so far with Mila. So this was Spain, Mallorca. Another short weekend trip we took. Just relaxing. Not much pictures going on, but I just wanted to document a couple of pictures of us and what we did and where we were. Again, love doodling around, using some stickers, whatever. Yeah. And using up those cards, I always have a hard time using in project life, but using those as small pieces to embellish, that works for me. Using them as a 3x4 card somehow does not. I'm not sure why. Yeah. My husband had a really bad sunburn. My daughter didn't. I'm not sure. She's a little bit, she comes after me, so I'm quite tan, so I'm not sure if that is a help to her. Then she learned walking the stairs in this vacation. She was so small. Oh my gosh, when I see her today, we had our first day at kindergarten this week, so yeah. Some more pictures. Pool time. Again, cutting apart pictures. I don't mind at all. Foodie pictures, just getting everything together and just telling the story. Belek was one of my favorite vacations as well. We are going to Belek this year again because we just loved the hotel. It was so amazing. We even got to fly a helicopter because at a certain stage of room, so we had a suite, you get delivery from the airport to the hotel in a helicopter. So this was Mila's first time in a helicopter. And as you can see, I used like Christmassy cards, but it is talking about joy, and this just fit in here and the colors matched, so I just used it here. Just make or use what works for you. And then I used 3x8s in here. Really love this. And then here just used bigger stamps to embellish. I love this. I really love this album. It's turned out so great. And as you can see here, I used like pink to match the pictures of Mila. So I'm always trying to use up things that I normally wouldn't. So I wouldn't have used this card, but here it just matched. Sometimes it's easier when you have like smaller layout and not a big layout to work with. So if I work in my 12x12 and I use 2 pages and I try to mix and match everything, and you have like a card like this, it's really hard to include that, or at least in my opinion. Some pool pictures. We had a Dom Perignon. Oh my gosh, this was so good. Yeah, and then just some random stuff here. And then we were here for dinner. This was, I believe, at the last evening we were there. And then here, these pictures were from earlier in the week. So again, I don't care. Yeah, and then here we have just some more pictures. Again, random pictures, and then just a view picture. I'm not sure when this was from, but I used to, or I like to include my feet from time to time. So another separator, we have La Villa, that's Italian or Italy again, for skiing. And then on our way towards and back, we took a room in the half of the road, because Mila, as you can see, was really small here. This was maybe January, March. I'm not sure when this was. Yeah, and then just documented our ski trip. I didn't take that much pictures because we did not do too much in this vacation. Just relaxing and doing a lot of skiing. And I don't want to document everything over and over and over. Since we were here a couple of times, I really just want to see how we looked at that time and what we did and which restaurant we visited most and stuff. So I focus on that and not documenting every single day, every single picture, every single time. So over a couple of years, you will get really bored looking through those albums. Yeah, and then Morgan again. Here, for example, something I really enjoyed eating at that vacation, a fruit cup with some whipped cream. Then this is still the place we love to go every time, so I included one picture. Then this is our favorite of all, the ski teacher. Morgan actually doesn't need a teacher, but I started when I was 25 or 26. So I'm still in the process of learning, but I'm getting better. But like the last vacation, we actually didn't do a lot of skiing. We were drinking and she was showing us where to go. Yeah, and then some more random pictures. My mommy, Mila, Morgan, just some random stuff. I really love taking my mom along. She watches Mila and we get to have some one-on-one time, just being out and going for dinners and stuff. And then also she gets to see the world, and I have some fun, one for my baby and some one for my dog. And then here, this was a place we took our wedding guests on our wedding. This was a really bad hike to this house here. And as you can see, here is like 2 meters of snow. Normally you go up the stairs in summertime, but here you can see you had to go downstairs. So documented this. This was a really nice day, although the weather was crap and no one was here. Like on sunny days, you don't get a place or a spot, at least for a couple of hours. But yeah, we were sitting outside and just had our fun. And then just some more stuff here, some more random pictures. Yeah, and then just talking about old habits, new habits, like how it was when Mila wasn't there and how it is since Mila is there and what changed and whatever. So yeah, and then just some more random pictures. So I just wanted to capture everything. I'm not a chronological person. I don't care a lot documenting day per day, since we're not so much adventurous, I would call it. We go to vacations mainly to ski or relax. We do certain things, but we're not someone that fly somewhere and then just do stuff all the day. Like one day you go this, one day you do that, whatever. I'm not a person like that. So yeah, there's not like any reason to document day per day at the moment. I'm not sure how this will be in the future, but for now, I don't really need that. So I hope you guys liked this video and liked my travel album. I had so much fun making this. I had so much fun showing you guys. This is something I will be doing in the future, and I will try to recreate recent years, because I made mini albums, and for me at this point it does not work anymore. I wasn't able to document those many photos I really wanted to document. I didn't journal too much, and just showing those albums to others is sometimes a little bit difficult as well. So I really like this, and I will be going back and scrapping all those adventures we had. I'm together with my husband since 2013, so probably, yeah, another 6 years back or 5 years back. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed, just as I said. And if you did, I would really appreciate a comment or a thumb up. And if you have any questions, be sure to just ask them down below. Or if you have anything you want to see, let me know. I will always try to include or try to work on things you guys are interested. So I hope I'll see you soon. Bye bye.